Hey everybody, welcome back to A-Bomb Adventures. Abby and I, and Raleigh over there, we're on our next camping trip for the Thanksgiving holiday. This is an annual camping trip that we do every year now, where we usually go camping for the entire week during the Thanksgiving holiday.
I called it the Gobble Gobble Turkey Camp.
You did?
Yeah,
News to me. It's the first time I heard that. I didn't know you
Gobble
called
Gobble
it that.
Turkey Camp. Yeah, that's what I called it.
We are just excited to finally be back out camping again. Our last camping excursion was during the Big Haul, so it's been a little while since we've been out, and but we've had this booked all year long. So we had a planned trip out here to come camping, and my mom and Fernando, they're camping out here as well. There are a few sites down, and we're just going to enjoy a nice little relaxing Thanksgiving camp out here at Blackwater River State Park Campground. And we absolutely love it here. It is
Yes, we
such
do.
a lovely place to be. We've got a video from back in the summer where we camped out here for several days, and we absolutely loved it. That was our first time out here at Blackwater. There's the Blackwater River is just a short hike down there. You can go down and enjoy that. There's a nice hike trail, and just a really peaceful, beautiful place to be in the woods of Northwest Florida. So we've got everything set up. We got out here yesterday, got everything set up, been enjoying ourselves. I want to go ahead and get the camera fired up and show you guys what the campsite looks like. We have a couple of new things that we have purchased to try out for our camping trips, and we want to talk about that, show them to you so that we can kind of follow up with that and tell you what we think of how those are going. So to begin with, you want to tell them why we have Raleigh.
Yes, so my parents are on a cruise for Thanksgiving. It's their anniversary cruise, so it's 45 years for them. Yay!
Very cool.
So they are doing the whole shebang. So I think it's like an 11-day cruise. So some of the dogs are at the camp or at the dog ranch, but he had not been feeling all that great. He was finishing some medicine, so I decided to volunteer to bring him along because he's a sweet, sweet golden boy.
Yeah, he's a good dog, and he
He's
likes
really
to
good.
hang around. Now he can get a little, if he sees a critter or a squirrel or something,
Yes.
he likes to go and run. But
Yes.
overall,
Lizards and squirrels, he does not tolerate them to exist, but
yeah.
but he loves it. He gets so excited. So he's
even
been
the
really
bees,
good.
he's trying to like snap them with his
Yeah.
mouth.
Yep. So,
So he's going to be with us this week, hanging out. He wasn't feeling good. He's got meds he's taking, so he's just staying with us for the week.
but he's feeling much better. So I think he could have gone to the ranch, but I'm happy
Yeah.
that he's here with us.
Yeah, Abby, I know she's really enjoying having this company. Hopefully, mine as well.
Yeah. No, just kidding.
So we went ahead and decided to purchase one of these little gas-powered fire pits here that runs off LP. I've got it hooked directly into the camper there, but it comes with a 10-foot hose that you screw into a propane bottle. So I brought this so that we could actually just have a dedicated bottle for running this. But I'll tell you what I have found out now is when you're running these fire pits, by the way, this is the Outland Fire Bowl. Got it off Amazon. It's the 19-inch diameter fire bowl. It works great. But if you use these little 20-pound gas bottles, it starts freezing these guys up, and you don't get the output that you're supposed to, and the flames kind of die down. So keep that in mind. But running it straight off of the camper, we've got the two 30-pound bottles up there. If you use a bigger bottle, no matter what size, it's going to work better than these little guys right there. Those are going to start freezing up on you. So I figured that out.
Are you going to give your review of it yet, or are you going to?
So far, I really like the thing.
I love it.
It's great, and I'll tell you why. We've been kicking around the idea of these little propane fired fire pits for a while. We've seen other people use them at camp, and we've like, I don't know. So we actually really love a traditional wood fire, right? I think we all do. But the great thing about that is that you don't have to worry about firewood. You don't have to find it, purchase it, load it up, haul it around. And the best benefit, I think, is that you don't have any smoke. You don't have any smoke blowing in your face whenever you're using that.
I don't know if every person is like this, but I am let me see where she's sitting so I can blow directly into her eyes. So I'm that person. So this
It usually
eliminates that.
affects me the same
Yeah,
way.
this is not in replacement for a real campfire. Real campfires are awesome and they have their place, and please do it. But this is a really, really good alternative.
I really think that this is going to be a nice complement
Yes.
to our travels right here. So we
Yes.
plan on having this guy when we take our big hauls.
Yes.
And it'll be really nice having this anywhere we go.
Yes.
That I can just, in a moment's notice, take it off the back of the truck, bring it back here, plug it in, and light it off.
Well,
boom, instant campfire.
Exactly. And like this morning, you know, he comes out here and he drinks his coffee before I get up. And you don't want to go through all the process necessarily. You know, you just want it for a little short period of time. And that's exactly what you did.
Let me just say that it's nice being able to come out here and just light that off and sit here and not have to worry about starting a fire.
Correct.
I'm still going to be building campfires. So I'm not saying this is going to eliminate that.
No.
But this is a nice addition that we have out here. And the other reason why I decided to get this when we did, because we bought this just the other day, is Blackwater River had a fire ban.
They did.
Because we've been in a drought.
Yep.
And luckily it rained 2 solid days before we came out here. So they finally lifted the fire ban so we can have a fire. But this is going to be really nice.
But when we were checking the weather, we were like, oh my gosh, we can't go out here and have it be 60 and, you know, in the 50s and not have a campfire going.
You want to
so
have fire.
I gave him the sad pouty eyes and he knew what to do. So he picked this up. I couldn't be happier with it so far.
Yeah, so that one's turned out good. I didn't know what to expect. It's the first time I've ever bought one. So I got off Amazon. Matter of fact, we'll see about adding it to the affiliates link. Look in the video description.
Agreed.
I think it was $120.
Yeah.
So it's not bad at all. I bought the 20-foot hose. That's extra. I think that's another $20. That was separate. But it's nice being able to plug it right into your rig and not have to have a separate tank there with it as well.
And I believe it said that even if there's a ban, if LP gas is okay, then you can use it
well,
at a campsite.
You have to check with your local laws,
course.
But typically a fire ban means no wood or charcoal burning, but usually LP is acceptable, but not every time. You have to ask.
Yeah, and I mean, when we're in Colorado, specifically Colorado, I'm sorry, I'm nervous as hell. I'm nervous as hell about having a campfire for all the reasons that you can think of, and this eliminates all of those.
Those fire bans in Colorado is why we bought the little gas grill to keep with us, just so that we can still grill.
Barbecue.
So typically LP is acceptable in a fire ban, but luckily it rained and it wet everything down, and we're not in a fire ban now. So anyway, we'll show you guys more of this and talk about how we like it. But so far, it's doing really good.
Raleigh approves.
Yeah, Raleigh likes to. He likes sitting out here by it. But let's talk about a couple other things on this intro here. First of all, we've got our little Hasty Bake 250 Pro out here. This is the first camp trip that it's coming on, and I look forward to using it for lots of meals out here. And it does fit in our pass-through storage easily. So
I approve.
This is going to be a really, really nice grill to have for our travels. I absolutely love this thing, and I would recommend it to anybody that has a need for a small, compact grill. It's perfect for 2 people, I'll tell you that. I love it.
I'm so glad you got that one. It opens you up for all the things you wanted to do.
Yep.
So.
And if you want to do state competitions, I'm not going to do state competitions, but it's a great grill for that.
Yeah.
So let's give you a little peek at the campsite here. It's really, really beautiful out here, and it's mostly very quiet, with the exception of occasional airplane or helicopter that flies over, because there is a military base very close to us.
Yeah.
I think they do training there, so sometimes you hear the planes or the helicopters go by. So you want to tell them about our other big deal addition that we got?
You guys, I think we've had it, I've used it 3 days now.
This
total.
is our 3rd day that it's been usable.
Yes, because we used it at the house and checked it there or whatever, but he got us the Starlink system.
Yes. I'm gonna walk over and show them to you while you're talking.
I am so happy. I streamed football all day yesterday, and I streamed Hallmark this morning.
So here's the actual satellite right here. So we have the mobile service. So this is something that you can take anywhere you want, plug it in, and once it gets its signal, boom, you have internet service. And so far, it has been working great. Abby's been using it to watch some of her Hallmark movies. We've actually been streaming YouTube TV with it. She's watched some of her football, and it's worked perfect for that. Oh, they probably can't hear it, but they're cleaning the site over there. So she's got the gas blower. Every time I kick a video on, somebody's got a blower, right?
It's so funny.
So there's your traditional gas blower in the A-bomb video. There you
And cut.
go. So back to the Starlink. This is the modem right here. And this was just the best little setup that I came up with because we have a receptacle right here to plug it in. That comes with a 50-foot cord that attaches to the satellite. So you got plenty of space that you can put that. And I put it here because this is sort of like the most open part of the sky at our campsite is right about here. And even though it's got some obstructions right here in these trees, it self-adjusts, but it does have some obstructions, but it's been working really well. It really has been doing good. Occasionally it will, the signal will kind of be interfered and stop, but then after about a minute, it comes back and no problem. So we're really excited about the Starlink, and you know, we've been doing this travel thing with the videos for, I don't know, 4 years now or over 4 years. And we've always been relying on our cell service. I do have a hotspot through Verizon and Wi-Fi, you know, camp Wi-Fi at the RV parks or whatever. And it's always been unreliable because sometimes you'll go to an RV park or a campground that has super good fast Wi-Fi. And then you'll go to a place that you think is going to have great Wi-Fi that doesn't have good Wi-Fi.
Agreed.
And it's really hard for us to upload videos that we want to share or make a post on Instagram, make a reel, something like that. We want to try the Starlink during our travels to see if that's going to help us with our internet connection, being able to use it to upload videos and post on social media. But also occasionally while we're traveling, Abby has needs for a good cell signal or a Wi-Fi because of her file uploads that she does for her business. Sometimes they have a very large file that they have to upload, and we on an occasion end up having to like go into town somewhere or find some good Wi-Fi strong enough that she can do her file transfers, you know, or even just as long as we have a good cell signal. But a lot of times when we're camping, we don't have that. I'm sure a lot of people traveling know exactly what I'm talking about, so we're not the only ones. But we wanted to give the Starlink a try to see how it works, and so far we're really liking it. You can pay for it by the month, so it's not there's not a contract you have to sign and pay for a whole year. So you can pause it at any time that you don't want to pay for the service. You do have to buy the gear. It was around $650. After that, you own it, and you just pay for the monthly service. And they have different plans that you can pick depending on your needs for that. So we're going to be sure to follow up on that and let you guys know how that works for us, especially in our upcoming big trips for next year. We'll have it with us and let you know how it goes. So we are going to get back to relaxing, chilling, and just hanging out. Today, Mom is going to be cooking dinner. She's going to be making her shrimp Creole. So we're just going to vibe at camp. Probably going to get me a cold beer here in a little bit. And we'll bust this off so you guys can see what our new LP gas fire pit looks like.
I think this one is going to demand another W.
Another W. You don't say the word because he knows and he gets all excited.
Yep.
But we went on one earlier today
We
on
did.
the hiking trail, and it was awesome.
It was
awesome. We went down the Juniper Lake Trail, and
Yep.
it actually follows the river, so that was really cool. We
Yeah.
really enjoyed that.
Yes, we did. He's like, oh my, hold on, you can't get down there. No.
Which way are you going?
I think we're going this way. Riley says this way.
Oh, he wants to go to the boardwalk.
All right, so we're going that way.
Well, let's go check out the lake first.
Okay.
We haven't done the Juniper Lake yet.
Come on, baby, let's go do the lake.
Checking out Juniper Lake.
He's ready to get in the water.
Oh, yeah.
So this is Blackwater River. Look how pretty this is. The water is so clear.
So we'll be sure to bring you guys back. We're going to be here for a full week. We're going to be doing Thanksgiving dinner. I'm going to be smoking turkeys in the pit barrel there. Now you can probably hear one of those airplanes. There it is right there. I believe it's like a trainer airplane for Whiting Field out of Milton. But anyway, we'll show you some of the cooks this week and some of our little camping shenanigans that we get into. So we'll bring you along for this week's camping journey. You said you ready for a campfire?
Of course I am.
All right, I'll hook you up.
Okay. And done.
Boom, campfire. I love
You like
it.
that, don't you?
Absolutely love it. Now the great thing about that doesn't look like much right now, but let me tell you, at nighttime, it's just as bright as a regular campfire, but it's going to continue to get hotter because it'll heat up all this lava rock to where some of them are glowing red in the bottom, and it ends up putting off a lot of really great radiant heat.
Yes.
So don't think that that's not going to keep you warm if you want the warmth of a campfire, because it will get hot enough to keep you comfortable when
Yes.
it's cold out. But it's a nice ambiance, and you don't have to worry about smoke blowing in your face.
That's so fantastic.
So we're trying it out. We'll see how we like it.
Agreed. Okay, so we really love this campground. So we're gonna walk around a little today and kind of show it off because I think you should come stay here. It's a wonderful place. But don't tell anybody.
Don't tell
else.
anybody.
Yeah.
Keep this our little secret.
Yep.
By the way, hey neighbors over there, they recognize us from the videos.
Yeah, those are viewers of ours. How cool is that?
Really nice people. That's one of the we love about
Yeah.
going camping. Whenever we have some people that watch our videos or follow us on
Yeah.
Instagram, they love coming up and saying hello.
Yep.
So they have been very kind.
Yes.
This is the campground right here. You see, it's not very big.
And listen, just for a second.
You hear that?
No. There's not a
Silence.
combustion engine. It's
Nice
coming.
and quiet.
It's coming.
Nice and quiet.
It'll be here, but yeah, it's
This
it's-
campground is wonderful.
Yeah.
I think there's only 30 sites total. So this is one little loop right here. Mom and Fernando are right down there. And then the other loop, that little road right there, that's the second loop. That's where we stayed in the summertime.
Yep.
So I don't know, you got about 15 sites there and about another 15 sites right here on this loop.
Yeah. And I had to take Raleigh back to hang out with his brothers, but
He's at the dog ranch.
He's at the dog ranch. We explored this trail the other day, and Adam hasn't gone on it yet, so I wanted to take him because there's a little babbly brook.
Oh, I love those.
Yeah.
So what we wanted to do, this state park is really beautiful here.
Yes.
There's areas here in the park that we haven't actually been to yet and explored. We haven't shown a video. So we'd like to kind of show what they offer as far as the little bit of hiking trails, the pavilions down by the river down there. So there's beaches down there. So you can go down there and enjoy a Clearwater River on sandy shores. You can go to the pavilion and have you a barbecue down there, or you can camp here in the campground and then walk the trail down there to the beach. So there's some more trail. There's another trail that cuts right through here. So the main highway that comes into the park is directly behind us there.
Yes.
All right. And then so we're going to walk out to that road and down. And then that's where the bridge is with the Blackwater River that crosses, sort of like the public use area.
So we can walk down there, though.
Yeah,
That's where this trail leads.
I
'Cause
think so.
I only went to the road and then turned around, but
Well, when I came in yesterday from getting some ice, I saw the trail where it comes out.
All right, yeah.
So I think it takes you over to the road, and I think you just got to walk down the road to where the bridge is at. So we'll do this, and then let's go down to the main pavilion area.
Agreed.
And show that over there because it's really beautiful. And this is Northwest Florida.
yes.
This is iconic Northwest Florida. You have a lot of pine trees, a lot of pine forests, and then you also have areas like down there where the pavilion's at. that's the hardwood forest. So
Which are
cypress
also, like,
trees.
incredibly beautiful.
Yep. So I think this is it right here, isn't it?
It is.
Yep.
So sit back and take a little hike with us.
Yep. So there's a path there that takes you over to the ranger station. You can kind of see it through the trees. You can go there and buy firewood.
Do they have like a store?
I think it's
They
just
have
a minimal.
t-shirts?
They just, I don't think they have any of that stuff in there. So we'll check out all the little hiking trails and share it with you guys. Flowering dogwood. Huh. This is a really wonderful state park though. We love it here.
Yes, we really do.
It's close to home and it's relatively very quiet back here.
Yes.
You hear the road occasionally, and one of these bridges out here is wooden, so you hear the cars when they go over the wooden bridge.
Like right that.
Right there.
Yeah.
And then during the weekdays, the helicopters are flying around because they do training here. It's part of Whiting Field, I believe.
Yeah.
So that's
You
really
know,
all you hear.
It was very cute. I actually heard another camper ended up asking someone that was walking if they were actually, the helicopters were searching for a fugitive.
Oh, really?
And the lady happened to be a local, and she said, no, I'm local, from Pensacola or whatever. And she said it's the base there. Is it Air Force Base? Is that what you said?
No, it's part of the Navy base.
Navy base.
Whiting Field.
Yeah. So but they were worried that the helicopters were looking for a fugitive. I thought that was cute, but I can understand the question. So.
Yep.
Okay, so here's the little Babley Brook area.
I didn't even realize that they had a creek behind us here like this.
I didn't either.
Over there behind Mom and Fernando, Frank had walked down there and you could, he said, there's a creek down there.
I know he said there was some deer sitting there.
Yep, he saw a deer run through.
It doesn't sound very babbly today.
Huh, well, this is nice though.
Right?
A little tributary to the Blackwater River. You can hear it babbling over here just a bit.
It had just rained when I was on the trail yesterday, so.
Oh yeah, because we had some rain
Yeah.
come through, which we've needed around here.
Yeah,
We've been in a drought here.
Yeah. So yesterday was Thanksgiving, and we had a wonderful day, didn't we?
Yeah, it was great.
We it was a very relaxing, calm
Yep.
day, and
Much
we
of
love
like
those.
this entire camp has been this way. This
Yeah.
is exactly what we want.
Yes.
Get away from work for a few days. It's one of the things that we love about camping and RVing is that we get to come to a place like this and just relax.
Yes.
Bring you some food, cook every day, sit outside by the fire, drink a cold beer, and just relax.
Yeah, I'm very spoiled that I get to bring you.
I can't help it. I just want to grill and barbecue whenever I'm
Oh
camping.
darn! So I sit back and do art, and you cook food. It's a good arrangement.
Yeah.
So, what's your favorite thing for Thanksgiving to eat? Like a traditional thing that you have to have.
Is it something that I'm not fixing myself?
Nope, it doesn't matter. It's just the thing that you know has to be there.
My favorite thing now is my smoked turkey.
Yes.
You want me to tell them what I was telling you yesterday about
Yes.
turkey and ham? Growing up, every holiday, and I mean, this is Easter, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. Those were the main holidays. We always
I just went through an anthill. Sorry.
We always went to our grandmother's house, the whole family, and we got a big family. So it was a lot of people there, and Grandma always made a big old ham, a big old baked turkey, her thing of mac and cheese, cornbread dressing, and then everything that goes with it. As I was young, as a kid, I never was a big fan of the turkey or the ham. I tend to like ham more because it was more flavorful and juicy, I thought. But it wasn't until I really got into barbecuing and grilling and smoking that I started experimenting with smoked turkey. All right. First time I did it, it turned out fantastic. I thought it was so good. So I made some and brought it to one of the family functions for everybody to try. Everybody loved it. And I had said I would love to smoke some turkey for the next holiday or family gathering, whatever. And that's what I started doing. And For a while, it was just it was extra that I would bring. It didn't replace grandma's baked turkey or the family's baked turkey, but people started really loving it. And ever since then, that's been my favorite turkey, is smoked turkey, but most especially though, pit barrel turkey.
Yes.
So that's my favorite meat anyway, but I also really, really love a good sweet potato casserole.
Yes.
That's got the pecan crust on the top.
Yes, yes.
Oh, that's probably my second favorite Thanksgiving or Christmas side dish to go along with it.
We don't make that very much. We should.
Yeah, we've only made it a few times, but the few times that we did, boy, it was really good.
Yes. The one from, hold on. The one from Ruth Chris is like one of the best ones
Yeah.
that I've ever eaten. So.
And that's the one that we replicated a couple
Yeah,
times, and
yeah.
it was really good. A lot of butter in it.
Well, I think that when we get home, I'd like to recreate a Thanksgiving meal because
Okay.
I just think it's silly that you only do it like one time. I think that's stupid.
We even
So-
talk about that. You don't have to do it once a year.
No.
But then we always end up following that same routine where we only do it once or twice a year.
Well, I mean, we don't need to have 25 things, you know?
No,
We
just
need to
for
have
us.
3 things.
You can get a little turkey roast, a little turkey breast roast from the
Yeah.
grocery store, smoke
That-
it.
I gotta tell you, that thing that you did with the butter,
Yeah, the butter boat.
oh my gosh.
That was the winner.
I'm sorry, but that is your new style because I'm like gonna insist upon it.
Yeah, it's
'Cause
great.
It made everything, oh, here's that word that everyone hates, moist. It made it so good and buttery, and
It
I
did.
chose the piece that was directly laying in the butter.
Yep.
I made a good choice. It was so good.
Well, everybody seemed to really like it,
Yeah.
and it worked out great. So made a butter boat and finished them off in the butter, and it was great.
Yes, it was.
We're just coming up to the bridge that goes over Blackwater River. It's like a couple of beaches that you can come to and spend the day. It's typically clear. When we had come in the summertime, there was a lot of rain, and it makes it a
people
little
kick it up,
murky.
too, and I know that. I mean, there's a lot more people here than there are right now, because even the Gulf is clearer now than
The Gulf is
than it is in the
beautiful
summer.
right now.
Yeah.
It's just crystal clear emerald water.
I know why people don't necessarily want to come to the beach, like Pensacola Beach or Gulf Shores or Orange Beach or whatever, in the wintertime, but it really is like the best time to come, not just because there's a lot less people, but it's less
Really pretty.
expensive. You don't have to wait forever for the,
See the sandbar over there?
oh yeah.
So let's check out the bridge. They have a pedestrian crossing on the right side here. You come here in the summertime, this place is pretty busy.
Busy. Are you going this way
Oh yeah,
or
look,
the
they
bridge?
got the gate open so you can.
All right, you want to go that way?
Sure.
Or you want to go on the bridge?
Let's just check this out and then we'll come back over the bridge there.
Ooh, you smell that?
The
It smells
cypress?
like- yeah,
cypress.
yeah.
So the water does look pretty now. It's finally cleared up, and man, coming down here in the summertime when it's hot, this is where you want to be.
Oh, it's so pretty. It's so very Florida, isn't it?
It is. This is a part of Florida that a lot of people don't realize.
Agreed.
This is the day after Thanksgiving, and we haven't seen a soul down here yet.
No.
Look at that pretty water, though.
It's cold.
Bet it's good and cold, isn't it?
Yep, it is. Amazing how clear it is.
This is the draw to the Blackwater River area. There's a lot of canoeing you can do here, and every corner, every bend of the river has a big sandbar. So when you go canoeing, you just plan your whole day. You know, you'd be out there 6 to 8 hours,
Yeah.
and you just stop every couple of sandbars and get out and enjoy yourself and keep on going.
Big ol' hawk.
I saw the shadow.
If I had $1 for every crazy look that we got from people because of the camera,
You might be able to retire.
I would.
See how pretty it is though. You can see the contrast somewhat of the hardwoods
Yeah.
and then the pines behind it. All along the river basin is a hardwood forest, and just outside of that is all of your pine trees. There's been nothing but hunters going by today down this road.
I know, I saw a guy that had a deer strapped to the back of his, oh, it was just terrible.
That water looks pretty from up here. See some fish down there. Pretty good sized fish. Yeah, there's some fish over here in the deep spot. Having these polarized sunglasses make a big difference. They're right there.
All right,
I think it's a couple of bass.
It is not a shallow right there. It's pretty deep. Not really deep, but.
Most of the river, the sandbars are shallow, and as you walk across the river, there's always a deep side and a shallow side. And it's just all sandy bottom.
I mean, that grass there looks so pretty, doesn't it? Or,
oh yeah.
What is that called?
I don't know.
Seaweeds?
It's pretty, huh?
Yeah, that bright green, and yeah, it's very peaceful. I like this place. Let's book another,
Let's do it.
like before we leave.
This is becoming one of our spots.
Yeah.
So when you cross the road here, it goes down, there's another trail there. We're gonna check that out. Some more of the day use area for the state park. They got some picnics over there.
Are we gonna go this side?
Yeah, let's go to this side over here. All right, so this is called the Chain of Lakes Nature Trail. 1.5 hour walk. Takes you to some of the Oxbow Lakes, Sand Hill community of longleaf pine and turkey oak. The trail may be wet.
It says it's impassable when it's having a water event. Ah, that smell.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful smell. All right, here's the other beach. So there's where the trail is going to continue there. That would be a very nice hiking trail to check out.
Agreed?
Wow, this is a big beach area, isn't
Yeah, it is. It looks big, but like not this big when you're up on the bridge. So this is what gets kicked up when people come out here. It's a little mucky right here.
And the color of the water, that light tint, is the tannins from the leaves and organics that get in there.
It is so quiet out here. It's awesome.
It is. It's nice. This is where I really wish it was hot just right now so we could go get in this water and enjoy it.
It
But
is
we're gonna-
beautiful out here though.
We're gonna come back next summer
Yeah.
and we're gonna enjoy Blackwater again. It's amazing how big this sandbar is right here. This really is a beautiful place.
Yes,
I'm glad they protected it.
me too.
So this would be the trail here called the Chain of Lakes Trail. It looks awesome. We talked about this being a tomorrow activity for us. Come back and do that trail, because for now we want to head back over and share with you guys the main beach area and the pavilion area inside we're in the park, but we want to show you the other areas that you can go and enjoy.
From the campground, you mean?
Or just the main parking lot.
Okay.
Yep. So we're walking away from the campground loops now. We're just heading right over here to the main parking lot of the park. And we'll take you down to the river.
Very cute dog.
There's a lot of cute dogs out here.
Yes, there
in
are.
the campground. All right, we have made it to the trail. I was surprised to see how big the parking lot here is because you just can't see it from over there. Another RV hanging out.
It's funny because just like any classic Florida location, everything is set up for the summer.
Yeah.
Because that's when most people are here.
Yep. So I find it really interesting. You can see that we're in the pines. And then right where the boardwalk starts is where the hardwood forest, the more swampier section, begins.
A lot more dense.
Yes.
A lot more swampy.
And it said that the natural fires that would occur here wouldn't actually get this area down here in the dense area.
It feels perfect out here, doesn't it?
Yep.
What's the temperature for today?
This was around 72,
I didn't think
mid 70s, I think.
Feels nice.
It really is a perfect, the temps are perfect.
Yeah.
It's not hot, it's not cold.
But it's been chilly at night and I've gotten to wear a beanie and that makes me happy.
Yep, it's been getting a little cold at night. Very short walk and you're down here at the pavilions. So we'll make it our way down there. That's one of the pavilions.
We
And
have got to do a family thing down here sometime.
I think it would be fantastic.
If we ever did a meet and greet, that would be a good one.
There's some of your swampy area. They have restrooms down here. They got pavilions, and you can even reserve the pavilions for $35. Great spot to have a family party or some kind of big barbecue.
Yes. A Christmas party, a Halloween party. That would all be fun.
Well, look how pretty this is,
It's
though.
gorgeous. This kind of looks like our property
Yep.
a little bit with all the palms and everything.
Yep. We've got a lot of those on our property.
Yeah.
And this will take you down to the main beach.
I haven't seen an alligator yet.
I hadn't either.
I kind of hope that I don't.
I don't think you will.
I don't know when they...
That's a big cypress tree there. But look how pretty this is.
This right
is
here
just beautiful.
is something that I want to see, though.
Oh, hey, look, a plaque.
Oh, look, a plaque. So, sandpipers and the shorebirds are my favorite of all birds. I don't know why. I just think the little...
She loves
the
them.
cutest thing in the whole world. So, I like to look for these when I come here.
Yeah, this is great.
Oh, I did want to point out something. No pets are allowed on the beaches.
Yep.
So if you bring your dogs, they cannot come out here, and they're strict about it. So.
Yep. So the bridge that we were at just a little bit ago is a few bends down that way. Look how pretty this is. It's all sand. It's all that beautiful white Florida sand.
Can you imagine how funny of a video it'd be if you and me went kayaking on this river? If I fall,
Would it be that funny?
That's it. If I fall, I'm coming to the shore. I'm going to drink beer. I'll be done.
Well,
Someone's going to have to come pick me up.
That's why I would rather do a kayak or a raft or something like that on a river like this.
Yeah.
It's shallow, and you can walk over to the shore and regroup and get back in the boat.
So you mean an inner tube with a cooler?
Well,
okay, yes. Let's do the tubing instead.
They
Okay.
do that. They do that too. Then you float your cooler next to you.
Done.
It's just really pretty here.
Yeah.
we wanted to come down here and see it again and share it with you guys and show you how beautiful the Blackwater River State Park is. So you can come out here and you can just wade across to that sandbar there. So there's a lot of beaches here available for everybody to enjoy. A lot of space. I was just thinking about a couple of the walks that we took on our adventures. One of them being that trail that we took inside Bryce Canyon National Park up to that little cave.
Is that the one where you had to climb the ladders?
Yes.
Yeah, that was a great hike.
But we walked down next to what was left of a little river flowing.
Yeah.
And it was beautiful. I was just thinking of that. And also I was thinking about when we were doing this up in Michigan.
Agreed.
Because it was really pretty there too.
You know, I talked to someone about Michigan. They're like, "Oh my God, where'd you go?" I couldn't think of one place. I was like, I have no idea where we went.
I usually just say Bears Ears National Monument.
And then I said, I was like, "It's the bear one," and she's like, "Sleeping Bear Dunes," and I'm like, "Yes, exactly."
Sleeping Bear. Oh, I was right. So I didn't say that right.
No,
yeah.
it's yes.
No, I said Bears Ears. That's Utah.
It's Utah.
So
yeah.
Sleeping Bear.
Yeah,
I
it's
didn't even
Michigan.
get that
and
right.
we loved it. So I mean, we love that area and the fishing village. Oh,
Yep, Fishtown.
yeah. What's the name of that place?
I don't remember now.
Leland.
Leland. That's it. Yeah,
Leland.
you're right.
So see, it's all
Fishtown.
coming back to me now. It's just whenever people ask me things, my brain empties of all contents, and I'm like, I got nothing.
But it's interesting. What's fun to think about is, you know, we're walking along this beautiful river and thinking about all of the little rivers and creeks and places that we've walked all over the country. Because the one out there in Bryce Canyon was wonderful. It's all rock, and you're walking down through where the creek is, and just the difference between there and right here. I love it out here.
That's why traveling is so wonderful, because Utah is nothing like northern Florida. Southern Florida is nothing like northern Florida.
Yep.
So you just keep on going everywhere you want to go.
Yep.
So really quick, I don't know if you can see it, but these are like little snail trails.
Okay.
Can you see them? So they like make that little path there. I think that is the cutest thing.
We're going to work our way back to the camp. So what we're going to do, this is where we come out here. We're going to take this path down that way, and the trail follows the river all the way back to the campground.
Oh, darn.
It's awesome. It's a cool trail too. So this is the other pavilion. We always love checking out these spots. They're just so classic, you know.
Agreed.
Family reunions, weekend barbecues.
Yeah.
This is the trail. We'll head back that way to the campground.
But even if you had this planned and it does nothing but rain, you just sit here and you just listen to the rain.
Look how pretty it is though.
Yeah.
You get a nice kind of a view of the river. There's some woods there, but you can see the river. And they got a couple of grills here you can use. I like it.
It is kind of classic. I think that's true.
That's how I see it as classic, because whenever I was a kid, we did come to a few of the parks when I was very young and did just that. The family all met out there. The uncles and dad, they were grilling hamburgers or whatever.
Yep, we did that in Missouri too.
And we swam in the water.
Yeah.
It was like a beach day with a picnic. It was awesome. And that's what these pavilions always remind me of.
Yeah.
Are those memories.
In Missouri, we went to the lake.
Yep. All right, this is our path.
This is the one we're taking?
This is it right here. This is going to be the Juniper Lake Trail.
Especially if it's early in the morning, you make your husband walk through first so he can get all the spider webs.
Yep, got to knock the spider webs out of the trail.
Exactly.
And make sure there ain't no other critters waiting.
Correct.
Just watch your step. Lots of roots around here. See the river though? How pretty. All right, that's the direction we just come from. And we'll continue this way. So there is another little loop that'll take you through. Actually, it was right there, comes out. So there's one of the oxbow lakes up in here. Actually, that's it there. One of the little swampy areas that was at one time where the channel of the river flowed through. Another really nice sandbar beach.
Yes. Gorgeous.
Look at that. Beautiful. There's the other trail that takes you around to the Juniper Lake.
Which way are we going?
We're going to keep
This way?
going this direction. Follow the river. Oh, look at this. All right, we're about to the end. How about
Is it time for us to go get pizza and beer?
You know what time it is. Pizza and beer. You got a carb load. Burn a few calories. You got to replenish the tank.
I love you.
So this is where the Juniper Lake Loop Trail cuts off. And in our previous video, that's the sandbar right out there that we went to.
Yep.
And went swimming, and takes you directly into the campground.
Yes. There's some big fish right there.
Oh yeah. Those are bass, largemouth bass. Wow.
And we're back to the campground.
We made it. It's nice having this trail nearby.
Yes.
And we made it back to camp.
Okay, so my watch says that that was an hour and 37 minutes of a walk.
All right, does it tell you how much distance we walked?
It does. Hold on.
And the blower, just so you know.
Of course.
Park rangers, they do a good job. They groom the sites whenever they leave. So they blow the leaves off, they rake the rocks to smooth them out. So
2.82 miles.
That's pretty good. 2.82 miles, so 2.8 miles?
Yeah,
Wow.
2.82 miles.
It didn't feel like we walked that much.
I know.
It's awesome. All right, back to camp. Now it's time for some grilling and chilling.
The moon looks really pretty, as do our Christmas lights. You getting ready to put the fish on?
Yep, so we've got 4 Bossa fillets right here in our
Yes.
foil boats, ready to go. We got the pit barrel going. I just put a couple little small pieces of pecan wood on there.
Yes.
So we're gonna get a little smoking action, and here is our fish.
Yes.
All right.
Those are gonna be good.
Yep, that's gonna be some delicious fish right there.
Thanks, babe.
That looks good. Oh, it smells good too.
Smells better than
Fish boats. That's it right there. Let's eat.
good. Yes.
Here we go. Here's our fish.
Oh, you blow them all out at once. I see the whole grade.
Take the whole grade out.
I
Makes it
forgot
easy.
about that. Yeah.
Yep.